Previously on Glen on a Plane.
We went to Laos, as many of you may know it, and our first stop was where?
Luang Prabang. The town was just
It was cute.
quaint, yeah. I felt as though we were going, and I asked my travel agent over here, I said, Glenn, is there any place we can go where it's a little bit more chill, a little bit more relaxed? And we heard this, that there are these islands in Laos, and I'm like, how's that possible? I thought we were landlocked. And apparently there's a Mekong Delta also in Laos.
From Luang Prabang, kind of in the north central-ish part of the country, we went south to Sifan Don, which is called, that's the area, it's called 4,000 Islands. We went specifically to an island called Don Khon.
Glenn booked this place in Don Khon, and then we just had to get there.
So we flew to a city called Paxi, and then from Paxi we were going to take a bus to a boat to take us to the island. I mean, I emailed the hotel to get information, just make sure what time the buses leave. There wasn't a lot of information online, and that always makes me nervous. Normally I have my ducks in a row, but I was like, you know what, this is what traveling is all about, and not knowing what's gonna happen. I sensed some foreshadowing. So we flew to Paxi, and after Lane nearly got, Lane nearly got her leg run over. It didn't, it wasn't even close, but
I got in a disagreement with the taxi people over the price of how much the taxi should cost to go about 8 kilometers to go to the bus station. They charged us a hefty fee, and made sure they were aware that they were scammers and they should be ashamed of themselves.
I guess we'll leave it at that. Get dropped off at the bus station.
With our backpacks.
Yeah, we're
ready to get on the bus.
And mind you, this is actually the day before I was in bed the entire day with food poisoning. So I'm like still trying to recover.
Like, I was trying to like take the heavier load in the pack, really trying to be supportive. There was no way I could support her in this situation. we get out of the taxi at the bus station.
Oftentimes you get off a bus and they're always like, taxi, where you go? And I'm just like, okay, leave me alone.
And this man driving this like a Ford F-150,
or almost like a wagon.
Yeah,
a wagon.
Yeah.
And if there wasn't a horse, but it was a truck in the front.
Yeah.
Like that's meaning it's not a bus, not like 2x2. There's like benches.
Yeah. Right.
And you like face each other, and it's open air.
Correct. So Glenn goes, no, too far. We're gonna go on a bus. Because we have to go from the bus station to the port, this city, that is 3 hours away. And so we need to go on a bus. Not a tuk-tuk, not a wagon. We need to go on something with closed doors.
I find a ticket counter or someone, and I ask him, and he's like, you take local bus, and points to that guy. And I was like, no, we want the bus. So I knew there was a bus that left every day at 8 a.m. and I figured that I was told there'd be more buses kind of every hour. But the 8 a.m. bus was the only one that has coverings.
Or just seats.
And I was really looking forward to napping. Just, again, I was tired from having all that food poisoning. And so I was like, okay, well, I guess we're taking this local bus.
What have we gotten ourselves into? Oh, there you go. We're taking this thing for 3 hours. Okay, we're gonna be okay. I had to pretend like it was gonna be absolutely amazing, so Glenn would get on the bus and we'd be okay. Bus is a liberal term.
Yes.
We found ourselves getting on the bus, and we saw a man next to us who looked like he spoke English.
Or could. He was white.
Yes. And Glenn begins talking to him. He seems like a very decent man.
Mm-hmm.
And then this happens.
Oh, God damn it!
What?
I slammed my fucking head against.
Jeez. So yeah, it was a rocky start.
I mean, I don't blame him. Like that. I mean, that's really hurt.
Yeah, he could have been concussed.
Yeah, it was a hard hit.
Rough.
We had some passengers, friends on board as well.
Characters.
Yes.
At one point, we go to this rest stop area. We didn't know it was a rest stop area. People decided that it was a good time to sell us some stuff.
And I mean, they must know the bus schedule or something, or signal, like, ah! When buses are coming, because all of a sudden these ladies come and they are selling everything that you can put on a stick. Things you wouldn't think you could put on a stick.
Or in a bag.
Like, I'm not even quite sure. I think there were some fraud. I really don't know what they were.
Yeah.
But we weren't hungry, to say the least. But they don't just like stand out the window. They come on the bus and put it in your face.
So, like, let's talk about our friend. We were chatting at the beginning and things were good, and then Glenn and I put our headphones in, and then we started noticing, we thought that this guy was trying to talk to us, but then we realized that he was talking to himself.
Like, very angrily. Like,
And very
Yelling.
frequently.
Like, like very dramatic, and we're like,
I tried to catch it on camera. I was scared that if he caught me, it would be a major to-do, so you probably can't tell. It was bad.
oh, by the way, he's an expat that retired to Rome. Like, I don't think he's an expat. I think he was exiled to Rome.
We took the local bus for a total of 3 hours to
At
the city.
least.
Yeah, and it was quite a trek. The scenery not pretty.
Dusty.
Very dusty trip. As our friend put it, it looked like Odessa, Texas,
I'm not
which
sure.
Glenn and I have never really had the
But I
opportunity
feel like
to
that's
see.
offensive to Odessa.
Yeah. Friends of the blog.
Yeah.
Have you been to Odessa?
Yeah, tweet us.
Yeah, let us know. Does this look like Odessa? Hashtag Odessa? Question mark?
Yeah.
So we finally get to the port after a very long afternoon. We've got about a 100-meter walk
It was more
to the
than
port. So Glenn and I got our packs on.
We were offered a little tuk-tuk, and we were like, no, we're gonna walk.
Yeah, for like
Got our steps
for a
in.
ridiculous price. I was like, absolutely not.
That was interesting. What, was that like 3 hours? The guy across from us, American guy living in Rome, some major anger issues. Was talking to himself the entire time. Quite interesting. Now we're off to a boat. Okay, well,
That sun is...
yeah, this is hot as balls. Okay, we're gonna get on the boat. We're gonna get a good workout in. Check in later.
So our friend is going to the same island as us. So he takes a tuk-tuk, the little tuk-tuk, to the port to get a boat to go across the river to go to the island, and he gets there before us, and he goes, great, I'm glad you two are here. It's gonna cost me 60,000 kip regardless, so I'm glad that you guys are here so we can split the price. And we're like, oh, okay. So we got tickets on this boat.
It's like $7.
Yeah, it was the three of us. This guy doesn't help us with our bags. He goes on right before us. He doesn't wait for us. Like, he is just such a dick. I just couldn't believe it. I was just like, oh, okay. Get on the boat. I knew then it was going to be worth it.
Yeah, it
Like-
was a long day.
But we got on the boat. We're on our way to Don Khon. It is gorgeous. Get to the island. The guy gets off the boat with without us, doesn't worry about our bags or us falling off the boat, getting our bags or whatever. And
I'm so
bye.
weak. I'm not eating.
Yeah, and I'm just weak. And he goes off and does his thing. So then I am in charge of directions on this trip. So I find our place on the map that I have, and I'm like, okay, we're going. I start walking, whatever, and I know the name of the place, and I get to where I think it's gonna be, and we're in the middle of a monastery. And I'm like, ugh, I don't think this is it. And I can't find where we're staying. Poor Glenn is so weak. And she's just like, it's okay, Lainey, we're gonna find it. I'm like, I don't know where our place is.
We don't know where our place is. Bad intel. Glenn's sick.
It's the life of a backpacker.
Yeah, we're gonna be fine now.
Just one job on this trip.
Okay, the map had it
I know.
at this monastery for some reason. The map is wrong. We eventually find our place. It was this little bungalow right on the water.
So the prop plane, getting gypped on a taxi ride, a 3-hour tuk-tuk ride with an angry expat American that was probably exiled out of the States, and a boat ride, and then walking way too long to find our hotel. You know what? I think it was worth it.